alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
Welcome back, everybody, to Belize Talk Radio, and we are here with the family, and we're gonna visit with Ingrid, who is Mrs. Cayetano. Yes, she is, and Ivo Cayetano, who is also here visiting from Germany, visiting the mommy. So
and daddy.
And the daddy. But you know what? We're gonna have some fun without daddy, because daddy's usually the one who, you know, we like interview and he talks and people know him, but we're gonna have fun with everybody else. This is the other Cayetanos, and we're gonna get to know them really well. But you know what's really neat is we're sitting here with Ingrid and Ivo, and they're the two authors of the books that we were just talking about with Malie.
Yes. That's right.
It's awesome. And so Malie was saying that she actually came up with this idea because this was part of a master thesis that she was doing. And, you know, the second book was. And I think it's phenomenal that you have absolutely embodied what the whole Garifuna family model is, that you work together. But you all take it to the tenfold.
That's right. Who's going to answer now?
Oh, who's going to answer?
I didn't understand the question.
He's so cute. Well, you're so sweet, and he's handsome too. You have to log in and look at these pictures because they're just beautiful. But the thing is that, you know, the family unit works together.
Yes.
Right.
In your culture. You know, it's about working and farming and harvesting and cooking and really doing things together, and even like the face dance, the mass dance and things that are part of so key. And you all wrote a book together even. So I'm saying, you all like went overboard to really work together.
Yeah, especially being so far apart, you know.
Yeah, that's
Since
true.
they are in Germany and I'm here, but you know, with the modern technology, we could really make it, you know.
That's the wonderful thing. And now we have Skype.
Now we have
Yes.
Skype.
Oh,
No, it's working.
No,
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
it's,
you.
it's what?
No, it's working.
Oh yes, I was going to say. No, I thought you said it's not working. I was going to say,
No,
oh no,
it's working
you need to
now.
let them know it's not working, because it's okay now.
No,
You
yeah,
can
it's okay.
you can use Skype in Belize. Yay, man!
We used it before, but we used some kind of tunnels and you know.
Yes, and now we don't have to do any of that. Thank God, we
Everything
get to
is
actually
fine.
just pick it up and use it, and yeah, it's a fabulous thing. And communication is key. But what I was saying to Malie before we went to commercial break was that the family unit that works together stays together, no matter where you are.
That's right.
Because, you know, I'm very connected to my family in the North Americas. People are like, oh, you're moving to Belize and you won't see your family. I see them a lot, because they'll come visit you, they're on the phone, they're on Skype. And then what happens is, like, one of my sons came in, and he came in and stayed for 2 months. It was quality time. Whereas opposed to, like, if he lived right down the street from me, I would have had 2 months to just stay with him as an adult. You know, it was a fabulous, beautiful thing. Okay, so I want to say that we are sitting here and we have 2 drums in front of us, and you know, when we come back, we're gonna cut this. When we go to commercial, they can play a little bit, but then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about learning about the drums, because I think it's very, very powerful for people to know that the culture is so based around the drumming, and that you all have a drum school here. My goodness, what do you all not do? And matter of fact, lime juice. You have food here too?
Oh yeah, we do food too. We do hudud sometimes. We cook Garifuna dishes.
Hudud,
especially.
hudud, hudud. Oh my God, we're really hungry. By the way, did we tell you this?
You should have ordered it.
We had
Because
to
it's a lot of time. Take a lot of time to prepare it, no?
We had ordered. I had hudud when I had first moved to Belize, and I was in Hopkins visiting some friends, and it was. I fell in love with the dish. Please explain what hudud is for the listeners that won't know.
Well, hudud is a Garifuna dish, and it's made with coconut milk. So we get a coconut, we grate it, and get the milk from it. We pour water over it, so we squeeze out the grated coconut, and we have the milk. So we put that in a pot. We have our fish already prepared, cleaned, and we can salt it and pepper it the way we like it. Some people, they fry the fish, but the original part is if you don't fry it and just heat the coconut milk with some ingredients, like just a few onions, not so much, and they like to use some certain leaves and salt and pepper. And then when it starts to boil, you just steep the fish on top. And we, of course, I forgot the most important thing. These are the okra. You know, they put on the okra, and they just, and in the very difficult part of the soup cooking is, so because the coconut milk has a lot of oil, so it won't curdle. Let's say you have to, before it starts to boil, you have to just get a spoon and dip it, and just keep on stirring. And that is a very, very difficult technique.
Wow.
Yes. And then we have the plantains on the side. So we get the green plantains, we peel them and boil them in water. And after they get a little cool, we have a mortar. I don't know if everybody knows a mortar. We have one upstairs. And then we pound them after they get a little cool. With a little bit of salt and a little bit of water adding. And it's a lot of work, but it's very tasteful.
It is extremely tasteful. It is absolutely yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so I love that word, yummy, yummy. Okay, so I have to ask, you weren't born here.
No,
What brought you to Belize?
Well, I was just traveling. Yeah, I did like anybody else when I was young. So I was in my 20s, middle 20s. I was studying art in Germany, actually in Cologne. And I decided to do a time out and just travel to the world with a friend of mine. We went to the United States first, landed in Miami. We up to New York, had an aunt there. You know, we had some friends just visiting. There's one coast, crossed to the next side, came down San Francisco, and it's a little short. You know, and then from there to Mexico, and we finally reached the border of Belize. And a friend of mine, he said that he came here to the Belize border one time, but he never had a visa. That time, the Germans need a visa, so we had to go way back to Merida, get a visa from, not from Mexico, from the German consulate. And then we entered Belize. It was so fantastic. I am telling you, we came on the bus and everybody was talking the Creole. No? So
Yes.
I said, where we are? So there were bushfires left and right just on the bus coming into Belize. That was so amazing, you know, and I just stayed for a long time. And I met a friend, actually was a herbalist in the market. And I was into herbs that time and nature and organic food and so on. So I stayed for a long time on the farm, and then finally I had more friends, and they asked me to organize an exhibition with some artists from Belize, and I had to go to Dangriga, and right here I met Cayetano and Benjamin Nicholas. Yeah, he passed away last year. It's one of a nice Garifuna artist. So that's the way how I met my future husband. In a short form, and he later on he said he wanted to have children, and I said, oh my God. I said,
Wait a minute! She said, oh my God, and her children are right
You
here.
didn't know the story, so I can say that.
They know it, okay. I can tell you all
Yeah,
share everything.
so I said, yeah, I'm an artist too, so how I get into art? You know, having children,
Yep.
and start to cook and wash and, you know, feeding babies and washing diapers or whatever. So he said, we're gonna do it together, I'm gonna help you. I say, okay, only one. Then there she was, Maliwa Gunda. Yeah. and
Beautiful,
then say-
beautiful girl and beautiful name to go with it.
And then there had to be a boy.
Not
We
me,
need
not
a
me.
boy. Benny.
Oh, Benny, okay.
And I finally had a third one.
Evil.
2 years later.
That's
Well, thank God, because I tell you,
I'm glad now too, so I won't miss
Well,
anybody, that's for
That's a
sure.
good thing. Well, what I think is interesting is you were, you know, your art, you wanted to be able to still do your art and all of that. And wow, you have shared your art.
Yeah, I'm still doing art. I do the needle and thread. You know, I don't know if you watch it inside.
No.
Yeah, maybe later on, or next time.
We get to see all of that too.
Yes.
I think we're gonna definitely have to come back and do another show, and I have to.
So much
That's a
things.
please. That's a thank you, and absolutely please may we come back.
Yes, of course, anytime.
And we're gonna be looking for the hood to it. So people can come here and actually do the drumming and take lessons, right?
Yes, we do drum classes and dance steps, no, the basics. Yeah,
Oh,
you
dance
can,
steps.
Yeah, we can just,
I like dancing.
and then you have here to do it. Then we do the hungu, no, Ivo? Here in the Vanaragua or Jankanu. Then we have the punta, and the other one was the chumba.
Zumba.
Yes, these
Wow.
are the 4 basics we teach mostly.
So you've had a very, very rich life.
Yes, we do. Sometimes I wonder how we all can do all our projects and finish them. So I always ask them to come and live with us. You know, we need help.
How fabulous. And so
Yes.
part of this is the book together.
Yes.
I mean, if people write books on their own and they do that stuff, but you did it as a family.
Yes, that's right.
And that has like great energy to it. That's like a beautiful blessing of a gift. Okay, so what are you going to do on the drums? What? Tell me, you guys.
He's a drummer.
I think we're gonna show you the punta.
Oh, the punta.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
I know the most most famous rhythm, I think, because of the punta rock, which my father created.
Yes.
So I think it's a good rhythm to show the people.
I think it's a very, very good rhythm to show the people. Will you play us a little bit?
Yes, of course, why not?
Oh, why not? Evo's a good sport. They're each doing something different. I don't want to interrupt you, but while you're playing,
This is the bass.
that's the bass. Okay, Ingrid's playing the bass,
Mali also.
and Lily's playing the bass.
So there are two forms of drums. The primero, which I am playing, it's like the
Primero?
leading drum,
Okay.
and the segunda, which play the bass.
So the segunda is what you all are playing.
Yes.
The ladies are
Usually
playing.
it's a bigger drum like this one, but or even bigger.
Yeah, bigger bass. This is
Yeah.
a intermediate bass, then obviously the segunda, no? Then we have the big bass.
So-
And this is the primero.
And I'm fascinated because how do you know where to hit?
Well,
Well,
Practice.
We learned.
learn from Daddy,
But we're
from
still-
Master Pen.
We're still learning.
And
So,
he has a teacher right here right now too, Mr. Flores.
so I'm still learning because I'm more into the drum set of the original
Yes.
rock drums and jazz drums and so.
Wow.
But I have to learn the traditional drums as well because it's my culture and I want to learn it.
I want to thank you for keeping the culture alive and doing with the book and the writing of the book and the reading and teaching and the drumming. You're really doing amazing things for the culture. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll listen to some more drumming. I'm your host Macarena Rose on the Overseas Radio Network.
Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para dar la alegría y cosas buenas. Dala tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.